It's time once again for Let's Play Golden Sun. I'm Nye, and I'm joined by Base again.
Hey!
So we're actually going to go and do another... No, right, gotta go out of here. We're going to go do another side boss. There are only 2 of them left, I think? I can't remember if it's this one and the super hard one, or if it's this one, another one, and the super hard one. It's some mixture of that.
We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, pretty much. The place I'm going is another pseudo-dungeon, just like Treasure Island was. And actually, we've been here before. Just I didn't have what I needed last time we were here.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
because
area?
I do remember, actually.
So, last time I was here, it was just after we got Reveal, and I went to this series of stones and used Reveal, and it points to the upper left. And then if you use sand over here, make your way up here.
Sand fountain, always awesome.
And then you get to the Yampi Desert Cave. And this is the teleport. It's actually one of the first teleport medallions we ever saw. And this is the actual...
The ball pit reassemblers.
More or less. This is the actual Yampi Desert Cave. Just like Treasure Island, it is a mini-dungeon. I'm actually gonna switch out the party a little bit. Okay, that is actually really cool. I didn't even remember that. We're gonna switch out the party in just a second and build it so the frontline fighters are actually the guys we actually want to be on the front line, the actual attackers. But in doing so, I'm gonna actually do that in combat because it's easier. But in doing so, we are gonna have to switch around the way we have some of the Jinn on people, because there are some Jinn we want on certain people. That's just a really freaking cool Unleash.
Oh, is that, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's the Unleash from the tungsten mace that they have.
Ah. Let's see if I can find what that is.
It actually, from what I can tell, it reduces armor too if the target survives and if the ability actually procs.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice stuff.
Hammer sphere.
Did I mention that both of those two have that?
You did. Although it looks like it has a pretty high proc rate.
Yeah. Yep, there it goes again. Yeah, it's doing a decent amount of damage. Okay, I honestly can't remember this cave, like, at all. This is not a cave that, I think I've accomplished many times. So I have no idea where I'm going. But yeah, we're gonna get, basically the second best attacking summon in the game. Okay, this dungeon isn't nearly as straightforward as Treasure Island was. Soul Army is one of the enemies we could farm if we actually cared. I really don't.
What does it drop?
Mithril.
Ooh.
Which is a crafting item.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly, I just don't care that much. If they give it to me, fantastic, but I'm not going to go trying for it.
You're not going to weep. You're not going to need a hug if you don't get one.
No hugs needed. Okay, you know what? I'm setting that. I'm hotkeying that because I'm finding I'm using sand a lot in here. Ooh, hello. Dark matter, nice. I have no problem with dark matter, even though it's cursed. It's just good stuff. Ah, more dragons. Purple dragons too. So at this point,
Even though he's fire.
Yeah. So at this point, basically, all of our like actual longsword characters do have the best longswords available. Until I get more Orhalkin, then I can, if I want to farm up more, what's the word I'm looking for? If I want to farm up more Excaliburs, I can, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. There really isn't much point to doing that. And then our short sword wielders actually have some good stuff too.
I used to think Garrett had to equip axes, I remember. I spent a long time gimping myself in the first Golden Sun because I thought Garrett could only equip axes.
Because he seems like that, doesn't he? He seems like
He
the
did.
axe wielder.
Mm-hmm.
Again, guys, I have no idea where I'm going. Like, I'm making this up as I go along, so I'm probably missing out on stuff.
Oops, refinement.
We do have a Jenny we have to pick up. Or a Jen we have to pick up in here. So, I gotta make sure I don't miss that. Okay, we're gonna swap him for Ivan. Because Ivan has the Masamune, and I actually prefer the Masamune over the Hammer Sphere. As cool as the Hammer Sphere is, Rising Dragon is better. Hey look! More Orhalkin. Guess I'm kind of doomed.
Maybe.
Guess I'm gonna have to go get another Excalibur now, so that way I can get the third Excalibur. I mean, I think that's kind of a requirement now that I have that. Should I go in here? I didn't, but I can't go any further. Okay. Like, I have a Soul Blade, and the Soul Blade does massive amounts of damage, and the only thing better than the Soul Blade is Excalibur, and that's only, that's actually only because the Excalibur has that sexy unleash of it that it has.
Have we seen that cry out yet? The Excalibur Unleash? I haven't seen it this time, I don't think.
Watch Garrett, because he's the one that has an Excalibur equipped.
Is Isaac's sword better? If Felix is in the back line, why wouldn't you equip Isaac with his Excalibur?
Because it depends on what you're trying to do. The Soul Blade has a better I know I'm backtracking a little. There it is. Okay. The Soul Blade has a better base attack, and its unleash does just massive amounts of damage. The thing about the Soul Blade's unleash is that it's massive damage, but Excalibur has one of those level 1 and level 3 unleashes. And its level 3 unleash is better than the Soul Blade's unleash. Basically, Excalibur can shoot out 1 sword or 3 swords as part of its unleash, and if it does 3 swords, it's triple damage, which it just shits damage.
I see then.
Yes, apparently I can't go that way. Yeah, so that's the reason why I have it set up the way I do, basically.
I gotcha.
Apparently I have to do this all over again, because I screwed up how I was doing this. Or I could be smart and escape, but I think that would send me all the way back to the beginning. I don't want that. Yeah, we have it set in such a way that we'll have a decent amount of Excalibur, so I can deal a decent amount of damage, but Soul Blade is a lot more consistent about its damage. And that consistency does tend to be nice. There's also the fact that if you use, and I'm still undecided about this, I might use advanced classes for Dullahan, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, no. I might do it for the final boss because Dullahan, I want to do a Jin Storm strategy. But if you do the advanced classes, a lot of the advanced classes rely on your basic attack stat as opposed to relying on like magical power or anything like that. And in that case, the Soul Blade's actually better than Excalibur because it gives you better attack stat. So it really just does depend exactly on what you're trying to do.
I gotcha. Question answered.
Let's see. It's out that door. So we gotta go back in here. So apparently I was going the correct way the entire time, just by sheer coincidence. Let's see if we can get an Excalibur Unleash here. Nope, apparently not.
Are you playing with a gamepad or a mouse or a keyboard? Gamepad or keyboard?
Yep, keyboard. As odd as that seems, I didn't see any reason to do anything else for this.
Well, for a game like this, yeah, it wouldn't make a big difference.
Okay, this is obnoxious. Because that is something we want, actually. Nope, nope. No, not pound. Scoop. Hi, how's it going?
Oh, you made him mad.
Yep. Well, you know, he's the last of his kind. I have gotten every single last one. This is it.
Am I?
Okay. So if I'm correct, and I believe I am, this is the last Jin we have to capture. And I believe I'm right. Crystal. Check it out, guys. That is everyone.
It is always awesome to see full pages of things.
Yep. 88 Jin, guys. That's everything. We have completed the Jin set. It's actually, it's very obnoxious if you get to this point in the game and you have not completed the Jin set, because you will have to sit there and ask yourself, who am I missing?
You have to identify them all.
Yeah, you have to go, you know, luckily the Jin order, it's always in this order, so you can quickly find out who you're missing. But, how do I get to this room? I don't know, we're gonna find out. Yeah, so the Jin order is always in that order, so you can figure out pretty easily who you're missing, but it's still a pain in the ass, because then you have to start going around the world to find out where you are. Luckily, I got every Jin exactly as they came up. Rising Dragon also has 2 levels of damage. So you, in using those, you sacrifice consistency, but you get lots of damage, which is generally good.
So in this game, as opposed to the previous one, you can use like 8 or 9 Jin to make a class.
What do you mean?
As far as making a
Are you talking about the advanced class?
advanced classes, yes.
Well, the rules for advanced classes in this game... See, there's the Mithril Silver I was talking about. The rules in this game, the advanced classes, they're the same rules. So it just depends on what you want to do. While the stats in the advanced classes are superior, and don't get me wrong, they are. I've looked at the stats. They are, in every way, better than the solo element classes that I use. The problem with advanced classes is 2 things. One, any boss that you want to use them on is going to have Jin Storm. And if they Jin Storm you, if they put your Jin on standby, you just lost your advanced class, and now you're at level 0. In which case, why did you care about advanced class in the first place? Worse than that, when you use advanced classes, you cannot summon. You can't use Jin. You're kind of screwed, and you just, sort of screwed yourself out of one of the best portions of the, or the best battle tactics you could have. So it's, okay, that's the boss in question. You got here a lot faster than I expected to, actually. Okay, so this is the group I'm going to use here. So we're going to start swapping out some Jin. So I want to make sure I have the best group. So for instance, Crystal gives health to all allies. We're going to make sure to use that. Petra stops an enemy from attacking. Definitely want one of those. Let's see, where's Flower? Also health to all allies. Do that instead of the agility dropping one. Might drop salt on him too if I got someone I can swap out for. Yeah. Okay, I like that list for Isaac. For Ivan, I definitely want Haze. Good. Don't need Smog, so instead we'll give him Blitz. And all I'm doing right here is just to make sure that my frontline guys have all the status effects I want, and the backline guys can just quickly Jin Storm, or can quickly, like, Jin up. Also getting healing on the frontline guys so they can take care of themselves. But of course, the other thing we want to do is we want to make sure that every ability that can give us a shield is on the frontline guys. You really want that.
Oh, yes. And if I remember, there's at least...
3.
Fire, yeah, exactly. Fire and Earth, I remembered, and then there was one more added with this game, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Fire, Earth, and Water all have one of these abilities. And then, actually, Wind, instead of getting a, they got a slightly different ability. They got the Hideaway ability, and the End Combat ability, all of which is kind of cool. So what you do is you try to get as much of these useful effects, so that way you can just keep on casting and never have to sit there and go, I don't have an ability to use.
Essentially, you should have at least one shield every turn.
If possible.
Mm-hmm. Until he Jin burns you, anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to happen anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Get like revive all downed allies on one person. You want to get some of these. The instant kill effects you're never going to land, so they shouldn't be on the guy who's going to be doing a lot of effects. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, and if, let's see, I do not want Ivan in the middle.
Does their position in this case matter?
Yes. This is something we went about in the first game, and I haven't really commented it much in this game. It's a matter of targeting. If you're in the middle, and the enemy does an area of effective attack of, say, 3 people, you're always going to get hit, no matter what. If you're on the edge, you're only going to hit if you yourself are targeted, or if middle is targeted. But if they target the right-hand side, you're okay. So
just gives you a bit of a chance, I see.
Yeah, so you put the weak guys to the sides.
I did not know that.
Okay, we want to make sure that we lead off with a with the heal regen summons. So let's what I usually do is I make sure that the damaging Jin that I have that I get rid of them, that those are the guys that I set on standby. Because chances are I'm not going to need those guys for the first attack. You always want to make sure Eddie is off standby whenever you can have him, and that Shade, Flash, and Granite are off standby. Let's see. Okay, and now we've got that set up, so we're going to have the regen immediately upon joining in. We also want to get damage on this guy. I believe he's a fire-based enemy, so water is going to be basically our useful attack. So we're going to get Piers to attack him eventually, but we want to keep on getting those attacks in. And the best attacking ability we have right now is, 1 second, let me look. Okay, so the one we actually just got, Azul, he's the best one now. This kind of gives us a problem, because he also uses Water Gen. Alright, crap. And it's 3 Venus and 4 Mercury. So this means that Piers is going to be a little bit screwed. I'm not too worried about it, though. I don't want that. Okay, so that's how we're going to set this up. And then we go fight. Oh.
Excellent.
Do that whole saving thing. Just the Guardian of Fire. So we are, of course, going to start this off with Coatlicue, however you pronounce it. We're going to do that immediately. We're also going to cast Azul as fast as humanly possible. We're going to use Flash, get us defended. That's about it. We have no more summons we can do. And there's really not much that Piers can do. He's just going to be a pure attacker. As long as we're faster than this guy, we should be fine for, like, the entire match. So he shouldn't be able to do that summon crap. Here's Azul.
Azul. I've always pronounced him Azul for no reason other
Could
than
be either way.
it's familiar with the Spanish term. Azul being Spanish for blue.
I think he just used Mars against us, yeah. And there's that Jin stun, so he just caused our own Jin to be set on standby. And here's the thing about that. He didn't set them to be on recovery, he set them to be on standby, so he's helping us to get our Jin summonable again. We just gotta make sure we use him before he does. Unfortunately, he set Eddie on standby, and I was kind of hoping to get Eddie as available as quickly as possible. But that's fine. As you can see, Azul. Your turn. He used Ulysses. So yes, he is using our summons against us.
Not to great effect, though. Not too bad.
Well,
They're on recovery now, but...
Yeah, I remember I had we might have to run this the normal way, just attacker way if he keeps this up. Because I really don't want him to be able to keep doing that. Because I want to actually be able to use my own guys. That said, we're getting a ton of damage on him, and he's really not able to do... Ah, darn it. See?
Oof.
Yeah, he's doing enough to us. That's the problem. So I'm not going to be able to run the strategy against him, which is unfortunate. That's fine, though. You know, I got the stuff I needed to get done.
Regen and the like.
Yeah. So we're just going to sort of hit him with everything we can now. And then every time he sets one of our guys on standby, we'll use it. Because we are faster than he is. And he has a ton of HP, but, you know, he doesn't, C-Star Megara. Yeah, that is a problem. He just got his attack raised. I don't appreciate that. As I said, we'll just run this the normal way, and he can bite me. He has a lot of HP, but that's about it. The fact that he actually aimed for Ivan, too, is kind of cool. Well, if we're going to run this way, I'm going to swap Piers out for Mia, so I have a dedicated healer on the team. Just keep running Wish. But that said, I mean, this isn't a difficult fight by any means.
Doesn't look like it so far. He's hitting you, but even when he uses your abilities, he doesn't hit for significantally hard. His Thor kind of wrecked Ivan. Or, that was Piers, actually.
Yeah, it wrecked Piers, but I mean, he's doing diddly squat to me. He really is.
Yeah.
And the fact that, I mean, he did the summon thing just now, but I'm faster than him, so I get to use all of my own summons that he helped me get ready anyways. And he just got my attack, and I just got my attack boost because of that, so. Yep, you know what? You keep doing that all you want, dude. Here's Excalibur. 798 damage off that. Isaac's still doing more damage, but, that's just because he has a higher base attack power. And we're just wrecking. Oh, wow. And we got another attack boost off of that. That's fantastic. I cannot believe he's actually doing this. This is hilarious. Like, I've never seen him act like this, basically. I've never seen him, do this whole give this to us every turn thing. Because I'm actually dealing more damage in some cases with these summons than I am dealing with than I would be dealing with basic attacks. Ah, darn, he got Mercury before I did. Oh well. Lots of damage. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice. I like that. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this. If your gen are on standby and you swap out characters, the gen keep coming back. It's not like they're, it's not like some games where the backline fighters don't get to do anything. They still, they're still as, you know, as set up as they were previously. And that's it, we just won. Wasn't exactly the hardest fight we've ever had. I actually kind of feel bad about that, because that was kind of easy. And now we have Daedalus, who is the strongest attacking gen. It's kind of weird, though. Well, that's that. We're not quite done with the optional gen yet, though. So I'm going to get us to where we need to be, and then we're going to move into another episode before we do that. We're going to there, actually. It's the closest place to the Koji Islands.
And the boat is summoned when you teleport. The boat comes approximately near where you land. Oh, yeah, there it is.
As close as it can be. Yep. Okay, guys. Next episode, we are going to go pick up Catastrophe. I'll see you guys soon.